Yeah, I'm not worried. I'm not worried. Um, he's talented, obviously, and you know he was putting a lot of pressure on himself to produce and to succeed and all of that. And it seemed like tonight he didn't put as much pressure on himself. He just kind of played and wasn't like we were running a whole bunch of stuff for him or whatever. He just found it within what we do. And that's important for all of our guys because we do have a bunch of guys who can do a lot of different things. So depending on play calls or sets or being intentional about getting the ball doesn't always work out for us, especially against a team like Boston where they're switching everything. And their switching hurt us today as a result of us never having seen that kind of switching before. I mean, we have guys out there who really just haven't played against it like that. And that kind of bogged us down a little bit. But I was proud of our fight, and, we'll get better.
Aside from the shot making, he really did seem like he was more aggressive early in the game, going into pick and rolls, operating as a passer. Is that something you emphasized to him before the game?
Yeah, I mean, I talked to him this morning about I'm not putting any pressure on him to really succeed and all that stuff. Like I just want him to play as free as he can and play well. But I do think Scoot did a really good job of helping him tonight. Like there were times where Scoot was like, "Hey, you take it," and he brought the ball to the floor some, and Scoot played off the ball some. So I definitely credit Scoot for some of that aggressiveness on Jalen's part because if Scoot wants to have the ball the whole time, then it's hard for Jalen, at times. But Scoot was very intentional about getting Jalen going tonight, and that shows like big time maturity from him.
Coach, there were games, I think even going back to camp and preseason, where Jalen kind of plays in the flow of the game, just looks to push and be as aggressive. Is that good to you as a coach, knowing that you have someone that can turn on, but prefers to play within the team concept?
For sure. I mean, you always want people who want to play within the team concept, and that helps everybody play well. And he was aggressive tonight, but I don't think he was overly aggressive at all. There were times where he would give it up or he was looking for Seawood in the paint or whatever else. So, yeah, that's pretty special when you're able to play within the confines of the game and be conscious of the group, but also, play as well as he did tonight. And the shots that he made, most of them, I believe, were catch and shoot. So they were created by his teammates and created by spacing and all of that. So that's a good thing.
Coach, the turnovers tonight were obviously an issue. How much was that a result of the switching defense from Boston? How much is that a young team? Are you seeing things that you can clean up to cut those down?
Yeah, I mean, part of it's going to be the experience. I mean, of going against switching over and over and over again. I mean, we've drilled against switching and drilled our counters and that sort of thing, but you don't really get it until you're in it, So I would attribute a lot of it to their switching and our ability or inability to kind of get to our counters against it. But again, that's just another layer of this group as far as getting the experience. And you see Boston over there with Horford and Tatum and Smart and Schroeder. Those guys, like, they know what they're doing. They know they're on it, and the communication is great. And we want to get to that point.
Kind of going off of that, though, you saw a big response from your group in game two. Obviously, maybe that's not going to happen every game, but are you confident that you have a group that can read what they've seen in a game and respond to it moving forward?
For sure. I mean, taking every opportunity to learn and get better and grow is who we have to be. And going from game one to game two, we did that. And then learning from the film tomorrow and some stuff we're going to do on the floor tomorrow will help us and push us in the right direction as far as really being able to recognize situations where we're reactive instead of proactive at times because we don't know what's coming. And a lot of what you see what Boston does is they know the alignment is this, I know what's coming. And we're not there yet, but we'll get there.
It was early in the third. Jalen got a rebound, took it to the basket himself. I know you're happy with kind of him playing within the rest of the offense, but are there other opportunities where he can do that and be a little aggressive and beat the defense down the floor?
Yeah, we're always looking for opportunities to get ahead of the defense and finish at the rim. You see Scoot do it. You see Christian Wood do it at times. You see JT do it at times. If we're able to get the ball up the floor quickly, yeah. It is important to have good spacing when you do that, though. So we have to make sure that there's nobody in the paint at that point trying to go and seal or whatever. We got to space the floor so we can drive it and get those early opportunities. And then if we can seal maybe later or super early, then that's what we'll look for.